Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming here to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 Episode 7. Speak now or hold your peace. So we're just going to get right onto it. Let's just get right onto it. I'm going to start with Ashley and Manuel. So Ashley and Manuel, we left off with them in therapy. They went to a counselor who's bilingual. And, I don't, again, as I said last week to Ashley and Manuel, I just cannot get a read on them. Ashley feels like Manuel is hiding something from her. And like Manuel just is very nonchalant. Now, Manuel, he has kids. And he has not told his kids about Ashley. So Ashley, of course, okay, I'll give her that one. She's, doesn't like that anything. The counselor, was like asking like both of them to keep like an open mind, like, and have like great communication with what they're going through and stuff. So they both said they'll agree to be more open, but they go to a restaurant and they still arguing. Like Manuel starts acting like a kid, just like throwing tantrums and just like, Manuel just wants his way. Like, he's just very nonchalant. He doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. And Ashley's frustrated because he's not communicating. He thinks like this is all a joke and a game, and it's not. So I don't know. I just can't get a read on them. I'm sorry, guys. I wish I could go like more deep in depth with Ashley and Manuel. I just don't. I just don't get them. I don't understand. I'm not understanding it, at all with them. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to move on. Next couple I want to talk is Nikki and Justin. So this episode, they go to a store because they're about to meet Justin's parents. And he had asked, Nikki was trying on some outfits, and they're trying to make it so she's not too revealing of what she's wearing and everything. So she brings up this one like pink dress and pink like outfit and everything, and they asked the store clerk who's Moldovan, and they asked her, "Is this too revealing?" And the store clerk gave her a dirty look, like, and said, "Yeah, I mean, it's a little revealing, but if that's what you want, that's what you want. But yeah, it is revealing, basically." So, but the look that the store clerk gave was just priceless. She was just like, it was funny. It was pretty funny. So then, they pick out a nice outfit, and then she picks out this really nice, like, long dress and stuff and everything. Now they're in a car ride, heading over to meet the family. Nikki and him just get into a big argument again because, like, Nikki feels like Justin is not, like, claiming her anymore. She feels like he feels like it's, like, it's like a money, Justin feels like it's a money thing. And she was like, you don't treat me as like a real, like, girlfriend or boyfriend. You're not like a real man. Like, you don't want me as much as I want you and everything, basically. And she was just like, they were just going on and on about it. Finally, Justin had enough of it. He was just like, "Is there an eject button in this car?" He was like, "I'm ready to eject you out the conversation and everything." Because, like, I don't know. It's just, I still think, Nikki and Justin, it just seems like Nikki is just, we know that Nikki's trans. Okay, and we know that she wants acceptance in Moldova. Justin has said plenty of times that his parents know that she's trans and they're okay with that. His friends know that she's trans and is okay. So what is the problem here? What is the freaking problem here? The problem is that Nikki is going overboard with it. And Justin is really, or Igor is really, like, nonchalant about it. And he is still traumatized from when they broke up a while ago when she first told him that she was trans. He's still traumatized by that. And that's why, like, their intimacy, they haven't had any intimacy. But, okay, that was a long time ago. Get over it. If you're not over it, then why be with her? You're dragging her along. I think both of them with Nikki and Justin, they're just like Nikki's too much, Justin is too nonchalant, and it's just not meshing well. And both of them are frustrated, and I see both parts in this relationship. So, again, same thing. Ashley, Emmanuel, and Nikki and Justin, I just don't get them. I just right now can't get it. So, like this is why I start with them so I can get it out the way with them. But I'm sorry, guys, I just cannot get it with Ashley, Emmanuel, and Nikki and Justin. So they're like, and when I see their scenes, it's just like it's not worth like going too much deep in depth. So yeah, that was them too. Next couple I want to talk is Nick and Devin. So Nick and Devin are actually one of my favorites so far this season. So, they're in Korea. They're about to come to Arkansas, and they're just like traveling around Korea. They go to this like place and they like try on these Korean like culture like uniforms and dresses and stuff that they're wearing around, taking pictures around town. And Nick actually reproposes to Devin, and she said yes, and they just had a beautiful moment. So it was really beautiful. The only criticism I have with Nick and Devin is just that I can't get a read on Devin. She's really quiet. I don't know like if there's something going on or anything, and she's just really quiet and really mellow-tone. Nick does most of the talking and everything. And we seen last week he got the blessing from the parents for them to get married and stuff. So now he's going to be going to Arkansas, where I kind of worry about him because he said that town is not going to be kind to Asians and stuff. So I pray for that one. So we'll see how that plays out. But so far they're my favorite couple, Nick and Devin. Next couple I want to talk is Clayton and Annalie. So they're my second favorite. The only reason why they're not my number one favorite is because of the living conditions that Clayton and Annalie are in. So we seen in this episode, they wake up. Clayton is trying to give Annalie a kiss, and she's like back away. No, don't kiss me. I don't want to kiss right now and everything. And she was just like, he said that when they were in Peru, where Annalie is from, they were intimate like all the time. But now, what's going on? Well, what's going on is that she's uncomfortable living in that house with the mother right next door to her and stuff and everything. So there's that. Now we have a new storyline with Annalie, and I kind of knew about it in the beginning, but now it's like taking a more of a twist here. So Clayton and Annalie, they go out and they go horseback riding. They get on a horse. She said she rode horses in Peru before and everything. And then after they were done riding horses, they have a chat. Annalie's father, this kind of reminds me of Patrick and Thais with Thais' father. Annalie's father does not know that she is on a K-1 visa in America to marry Clayton. The father thinks she's just in America for work. She has not posted any pictures or anything on social media about her and Clayton. And Clayton done asked her about it, and then she gets all defensive and just like, I don't want to talk about it. My dad don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on. So that raises more questions. So later we seen Clayton and Clayton's mom and Annalie, they go meet up with Clayton's sister. And I guess he has a sister. And the sister is the big sister. She's a little protective and everything. She meets her and everything. And she done randomly asked the question, why aren't you guys you're all over her Facebook. I mean, she's all over your Facebook, but why didn't she put you on her Facebook or Instagram or whatever? And and they said that the father, because of her father and everything and whatever. And then, of course, the typical American to foreign line was brought up. And this line is starting to get pretty old in the 90-Day universe. The sister asked Clayton, are you sure that Annalie is not just here just to get a green card? I am so sick of Americans doing that to foreigners. Yes, granted, with some people, maybe they are, but I am so sick of everyone accusing every single foreigner who wants to come here that they just want a freaking green card. They're just here for a green card and stuff. you know, the only people who clearly wanted a green card like so badly was Muhammad from even Muhammad from last season of 90 Day Fiance, because he stressed that big time, and I don't even think he got it because they're the only couple from that season that didn't make it as I predicted. So, but I am so sick of, but still, I'm still sick of hearing that. Oh, are you sure you're not here for a green card and all that? And which irritated Annalie, and then the sister just like barged off and left and everything. And Clayton's upset because she offended his woman and stuff. So she just barged off and left. So I don't know. I do think Annalie needs to tell her father, but it's just like how it was with Thais from last season. Like, it's going to be right before the wedding. He ain't going to like it, but he's going to have to accept it. Or he ain't going to like it, so she may get timid and go back to Peru and everything. It's going to be one of those two. It's going to be one of those two. I was really surprised with Thais that showed up virtually for the wedding, to be honest with you. So maybe that will happen with Annalie, but with the living conditions that she's in and the fact that she hasn't told the father, that raises some questions. So we'll see how that plays out. So that was Clayton and Annalie. Next couple I want to talk is Sophie and Rob. So as we know, Sophie moved out last week. She got a little apartment, get away from Rob because she saw provocative videos on an app when going through his phone. Rob comes over to her apartment with a rose and tries to plead his case and everything. He was like, well, I didn't cheat on you or anything. But she was like, yeah, but when you online cheated the last time, it took me a long time to forgive you, basically. And he was like, I will spend the rest of my life making this up to you and everything. And she was like, I know you didn't cheat in person, but still, I was discussing this last night. Yes, he didn't cheat, but when you got a beautiful girlfriend, you don't need to be getting provocative videos and stuff. I know sometimes temptations can be a problem, but getting provocative, having an app where provocative stuff is on there when you have a girlfriend who is pretty nosy for just going through his phone because she had a dream about it, it's just a little bit too much in my opinion. So we'll see how that plays out. And the last couple I want to talk is Gino and Jasmine. So Gino and Jasmine. So we left off last week with Jasmine finding the lip balm under Gino's seat and everything, and having her traditional Jasmine meltdown and stuff. So in this episode, it starts off with her basically, still having her meltdown, crying, blah, 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 take me home and everything. She eventually calmed down and goes back home. She goes back home, they talk and whatever, they're okay. However, we seen Jasmine alone in the house. Gina ran to go do some errands. Jasmine is cleaning the house. And while she's cleaning the house, she finds some old stuff of Gina's. She found a napkin for his 40th birthday that had the initials of him and his ex-wife. She found a Portuguese book. She found a Kama Sutra technique stuff and so forth and everything. And so of course Jasmine, being Jasmine, she flipped out. She was like, why does he have all this stuff of his exes still here like that and everything? So she even goes on Instagram and compares his ex-wife's dog to her dog Coco and everything. So I was just like, okay, Jasmine, that's a little bit much. So Gina comes home and she tells him to sit and told him to explain yourself with all of this. He was like, well, I had these for years. I just never threw them away and stuff. I don't go through them. I hardly see them now. And then he tried to be like, well, I didn't know they were in my drawers and stuff. Now, Gino, that's 2 for 2. Now, I was going to cut you a break with the lip balm thing, but you mean to tell me you got somebody coming in, you know how she is, Do you not know how to clean? Do you not know how to clean your car? Do you not know how to clean your house and stuff and get rid of some of this old stuff? So she asked him with this napkin, like, do you have any sentimental memories to this napkin? And he said no. And so she ripped up the napkin and threw the napkin pieces in his face. Yeah, I would have done the same thing. So, and he be hesitating and stuff. Okay, maybe I'm not saying he's cheating or anything, but you know how Jasmine is. And you need to get rid of all of that stuff. Like, why do you have stuff with your ex there? Like, I would feel some type of way too if I was Jasmine. Now, he said that the Portuguese book was because he had a job offer and he was going to live in Brazil for a little bit for work and stuff. So he wanted to learn Portuguese. Okay, I'll give him that one. But everything else, like the Karma Sutra stuff, the napkin, that your 40th napkin, and you're 53, 54, 14 years ago. Come on, man. Just come on, man. So, yeah. So then later, we seen Jasmine with one of Gina's family members, Michelle. And she said that Michelle's like the only family member that she basically likes and gets along with. And Michelle, they go out to a bar and stuff. And Michelle reveals that, so did you know Gino had his bachelor party like the day before you got here? And Jasmine was just like, no, I did not know about that. And he said, yeah, they went to a strip club and everything. Did you know about that? Michelle done spilled the beans. Gino apparently was supposed to have like a bachelor party with Jasmine there and stuff, like with their own plans and stuff. But he had gone on his own with his buddies the day before she got here and had his bachelor's party. And she asked, like, when he was at the strip club, did anybody touch him? And they were like, well, it is a strip club, so somebody must have gotten touched. And so she was like, you can see her face boiling. Her face was so boiling. She's like, I'm trying to keep it cool here in front of Michelle, but I just want to go home right now and just confront Gino. So we'll see how next week, how that plays out. But Lord child. So yeah, I'm sorry guys with Ashley, Emmanuel, and Nikki and Justin. Those two couples, I just can't get a read on. And it's just hard for me to do the reviews every time with them because it's just much. They're not in. It's more. Ever since they've been meeting with each other, it's been nothing but arguing. Same with Gina and Jasmine, but I'm used to Gina and Jasmine. But everybody else is just trying to get their love story going, basically. And yeah, so I'm sorry I don't have so much deep in depth with those two couples. And I guess we still got one more couple to meet as well. So I don't know when that will be. We're almost halfway into the season, and we still got a couple to meet. So see how that goes. Anyway, guys, that's the end of my review. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap tonight's episode of The Other Way. I think we only got 2 more episodes of The Other Way left before the tell-alls. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys all have a great week, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow.